What's going on, winners? It's your boy Loso 2.0. And today we were talking about the three simple things in the story, but today we're going to talk about the second one, which is desire. But we may be able to get in a conflict as well, depending on the time, right? So before we get started with everything, if you listen to this on YouTube, like, share, subscribe to click that subscribe button below and subscribe to the Winners Win channel. If you listen to us on any type of podcast platform, leave a 5-star review below and leave a review so I can figure out how to get better serve you. Now, but first, the three simple things we said in the story, right, were character, desire, and conflict. We talked about character last episode, which went over a lot. In this episode, we're going to go more into desire of the character. So there's two ways desire breaks down to two. There's a few things you need to know. You can either go toward pleasure or away from pain, right? When you talk about the desire of a character. Toward pleasure, obviously, is to win or to retrieve. So to win, for example, with, I guess, I keep talking, I'm going back to anime with this stuff because anime is really good at storytelling and character development. That's why it's so popular, even in America, Japan, China, wherever the anime is created. It's so popular to the fact that they're very great at storytelling. So to win, Deku or Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia, he always wants to win. All he think about every single day is how can he win? How can he be better than he was yesterday? How can he continue to win and continue to be better than majority of the other people, right? So one way is to win, right? So just try to figure out how he could be the number one hero. Naruto wants to become the Hokage. He just wants to win. He wants to be better than everybody. Same thing with Bakugo, though, from My Hero Academia. He's still same thing. He wants to just win, right? The next thing is to retrieve. Now, there's going to be times where people are taking things and they have to go get them back. For example, I was watching Ant-Man Quantumanium the other day, or yesterday actually, to be honest, which was an amazing movie, 5 stars. Definitely advise you to go watch it. But he had to retrieve his daughter back when his daughter was taken from him, right? So his desire was so strong because if we know anything about Scott Lang and anything about Ant-Man, he literally loves his daughter more than anything. So he was fighting so hard to get her so that he can get her back from the new villain, which is a spoiler, I'm sorry, but King the Conqueror, right? So to retrieve is definitely something as well that you want to do. You want to be able to retrieve something from somebody else. This will also this is going towards pleasure. Then there's away from pain. Now, away from pain is to escape it or to stop. Now, you do have heroes that are trying to, or main characters that are trying to escape something, trying to get away from something that they didn't know. For example, well, I'm going to talk about to stop first. To stop, because this is the first one that popped in my mind, with Infinity War. Infinity War, the whole part of it was, well, I guess it was towards pleasure to retrieve the stones, but it really wasn't toward pleasure. It was away from pain to stop Thanos, who was this Titan who just takes over planets and literally is trying to collect the Infinity Stones in order to wipe the population in half. That's actually insane. But they were trying to stop him as much as possible. So in order to stop him, they have to actually, in order to stop pain, they have to actually try to get him to get those stones before he does, right? Now, when it comes to escaping pain, I can't even think of something else. I guess with Naruto, right? He was training in a port 2 as well to get away from the Akatsuki, to get away from them because they were all chasing after him to get the power that he had within him. So he was trying to escape something, trying to escape a fate of being killed. And in that sense, that was his desire that was so strong that he ended up getting stronger as well. And the thing you'll notice about these different heroes and different characters and stuff that they get through, right, is the fact that a lot of it can go hand in hand, right? In Naruto, for example, he wanted to be the Hokage, so he wanted to win. He wanted to retrieve Sasuke back, right? He was trying to escape from the Akatsuki at the same time, and he was also trying to stop the world from ending. The desire has to be from all these things to make them a truly, truly amazing character that everybody loves. So let's break down the desires of a character, which also, when you're storytelling, but this also should be your desires as well, right? You're either going toward pleasure, like I said, or you're going away from pain. That's the two things there are in any story. How can you, to pleasure is to win or to retrieve? Is there something you're trying to retrieve? Every day, there should be a goal that you're trying to retrieve. Just like when you're storytelling, your characters have a goal they're trying to achieve. To win, they should always have something. They should always just want to be the best. Just like you should always want to be the best, right? Ash Ketchum, I want to be the very best. Yeah, like that. You want to really be the best, right? Next thing is to escape away from pain. To escape something. Is there something, a life that you're trying to escape? Something you're trying to stop? I'm not trying to go back to the life that I was living before. To stop something. Are you trying to stop something? I'm trying to stop poverty in minority communities, right? So you're trying to stop something. These are the desires of a character. And then when you, with their desires, eventually there's only two outcomes that they can get from these two desires. They can either get what they're trying to achieve, which is one thing, right? So they, for example, like I said, with Naruto, spoilers, I'm sorry, but he ends up becoming the Hokage. You know what I mean? I don't know, I'm not sure about Izuku Midoriya. Well, I think he does become the #1 superhero, so that's I think he gets what he wants, right? In Endgame, they end up being they end up beating Thanos in the end, right? But in Infinity War, it created a different type of outcome, which I can tell you about as well. And in Cars, there was a different type of outcome that I'm going to tell you as well, too. And even in parts of different stories, there's different things that you could do as well, which is they don't get what they want, but they transform. In Infinity War, right, they did not get what they wanted. They lost at first. So everybody, half the planet was eliminated. And when half the planet was eliminated, they didn't get what they wanted. But everybody, and it started turning a little bit darker. But people were able to transform. I said Tony Rhymes. Tony Stark was able to finally get a family and become a little unselfish. He can also do both too, by the way. Captain America, he was helping people with light, doing different things. Like he stopped being harrowing as much. Hawkeye started turning to a killer assassin, started killing people and stuff like that. Like you could transform. Cars, he didn't win the trophy, but he also became more, a better person or a better car, I guess, in that sense, right? It's not about, they don't have to get what they want. They could just transform, or like I said, they can do both. So these are the breakdown when it comes to desires in a character. This is all I have for you guys today. If you listen to us on any type of podcast platform, leave a 5-star review. Leave a review below so I can figure out how I can better serve you. If you're watching this on YouTube, like this video, share it, subscribe to the Winners Win channel. That's really all I have for you guys today, man. I want you guys to comment below an example of a character who has all these traits of desire. And with all that being said, keep killing a day. Winners win, losers lose, and you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.